Hello, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, and welcome to my show, Afterwards. Now you may be wondering, what the heck is happening? And yeah, I don't know what's happening too. I'm just making videos in my attic. But today we're going to go on a little theater adventure. We're gonna make some scripts. One of the scripts will be total improv, not like improv style, but without any instructions, if that makes sense. The other one, it's gonna be the one with the instructions. Yeah. So also, one warning, one disclaimer, I have made a script before. I know, shocking, this is supposed to be new stuff. But to be fair, it was really bad and it did suck my whole creative vision away. So also, I tend to be one of those theater kids, one could say. And, I took drama class freshman year. Sadly, that proceeded to suck away my creative passion for acting and script making. Before I really wanted to make one, then I made one for a final. And I cried about it. That was a disaster. Anyway, let's get to it. We are here. We're ready to make a script. So, like how I explained earlier on, we're going to write a 5-page script. Hey guys, editing afterwards here. So, I'm just here to tell you, this girly pop has no idea what she's talking about. I did not write a 5-page script. A 5-page script is way too long. However, I might extend it. She won't. And we're gonna use this Wheel of Fortune that I made. We have our genres: horror, romantic, FNAF, adventure, therapy. I don't know why I added that there. Family drama, thriller. Ooh, we could do fun, spooky. Like Nightmare Before Christmas and that stuff. Okay. Fun spooky! So here's our document. I believe we need to lay out some stuff, even though this is going to be throwing some weird stuff in our direction. So we should at least make the characters. This is going to be a 10-page long. Why is it increasing? Spooky characters. Ooh, we could do a pumpkin. John the Pumpkin. What's going to happen with John? Okay, he's gonna pee his pants. So Hugh's gonna be annoyed at this. John's gonna be annoyed at this. Okay, what's John's personality like? Wow, Mom, this old guy just peed just like my father. And then I should say, this line is not said sweetly. Man, my English is so amazing. We wrote a good chunk, a good bit. So now we need to spin the wheel again. So who will this affect? Will? Okay, so what will Will do? If I was the living corpse and I see my father throwing up on someone, what will I do? Well, I would laugh. I should do the wheel. The wheel, what's gonna happen next? Okay, a person's gonna die. Oh no. I'm sorry, John. Wait, no. We have to spin the wheel. Who's gonna die? The wheel agrees. The will agrees. The will. Hello. I am witnessing a very, very creative murder spout. Oh, we're calling good old William Afton a vomit spout. Who knew we would have just killed off John? Man, this is great. Oh, I feel so bad for John. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Someone's gonna have to eat a potato. Who's going to eat a potato? Let's see. So William is projectile vomiting still on John's dead body. And then he has to eat a potato. I know! The dumbfounded corpse is gonna grab a potato and shove it in William's mouth. Which would also kill William, but I mean, he's already dead, so I always knew you were a bad person, but I didn't know you would kill anyone. Enough. I'll just type another, and I'll be confused. Ew. I forgot you were my kid. Okay, what's the corpse going to do with William? Screams into his face, then leaves. What should William do all alone? Should he no, I can't have this be, well, it's already FNAF related. It's already kind of FNAF related. The corpse is clearly Michael. William is clearly William Afton, but I don't know if I'm gonna get a copyright thing, even though I'm not really copying. I guess you could say I'm making fan fiction. Ew. I'm sorry, y'all. If any of you guys read or make fan fiction, that's great. For me, fan fiction, a good chunk of them, creeps me out. The end. So, yes, I did just make a script. It just turned out to be interesting. I blame the wheel. The 2-wheel. The 3 wheels. The 3 wheels. They cursed us. So anyways, to get an amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, beautiful, gorgeous, oh my god, did I say amazing? I did say amazing screenplay. You would have to have 3 show-stopping pieces, a good plot, characters, and theme. Of course, to get those 3 pieces, you would have to go through some stages of the screenplay process. So we're using 2 sites, bada boom, bada boom, and with this we're going to be using the same plot as the other one, but we have to make it better with instructions. Number 1. Brainstorm. I expect you guys to know what brainstorm means. If not, think of all the possible paths. So we have the first part of this. Woohoo! So now we just technically finished the brainstorming phase. Number 2, story development. Iron out those kinks in the theme, make the theme grander, more show-stopping, more spectacular, and I will guarantee you I do not have a theme.
Of the scene be?
What does this teach, thou littles? Don't pee on the couch. Good enough. It's good enough. Woohoo. Okay, we got the theme. Woohoo. Number 2. I forgot. Character development. Think about the background of these characters, the personality of them, the arc they will go through.
What did we say before? What was his characteristics? Man, why did I delete that? Why did I delete that stuff up here? Ag! He's extroverted. He's also he's easily embarrassed. So does he have a goal to achieve in this? So he peed on the couch. Therefore, his goal, and he was embarrassed by it. Therefore, his goal would have been to either try to convince people that he didn't pee on the couch, or to get people to not be that judgmental about him. Okay, now we move on to the O. So what obstacle does he have to overcome? With his obstacles, I would say maybe his embarrassment. He has to overcome the situation per se. So does my character have a dilemma to deal with? Well, his dilemma is technically him dying. Because the obstacle he has to face is that moment of time, but he dies in that moment of time due to other factors. So he doesn't overcome his dilemma, has a dilemma, and dies. Okay, so does John make any big decisions in his life? Really, he didn't, or doesn't at all. He didn't decide to go pee. Okay, I'm just gonna say no to that one. So that's an example of what I have to do with all the characters. I'm going to exclude the cops though, because it's pretty obvious that the cops are just gonna be like, yeah, go away, trick-or-treaters, goodbye, and, arrest the dudettes, because that's what cops do. So it's time to move on to step 4. Number 4, first draft. That's it. Just first draft. It's just a first draft. Okay, step 4 is first draft. So here we are. Woohoo, here we go. So we're gonna follow we're following the plot of the original one. John, so I guess we could just copy paste this one but add more details, because one mistake I did make on this draft, I made it more like a play script because I'm used to seeing those, but I needed to make it more like a movie script, which has a lot more description on imagery and stuff like that. So I feel like this is going to kind of follow what I've already written down. However is a big however. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more serious, make a bit more sense. Kids are jerks. Man, that took a nice chunk wonka of this page. Woohoo, cool. And I feel like this makes sense and this is a better conversation. Okay, so now we start in the projectile throwing up section where John dies from it. Then he starts throw upping. Perfect. Man, oh my gosh, where's my mouse? Okay, this makes so much sense. And this is actually, I feel like it's kind of being better than the one I made before. Woohoo! I just had to think about things. Who knew if you just thought about stuff, it'll go better?
I never knew that. I guess another plot hole is if he's drowning, John could just like move. Unless if William is targeting his throw up at John. Interesting. We'll just not mention the clear plot hole of he could move, but oh no, he's too shocked to move. Which I have to say seems like a dumb move, because if someone's projectile throwing up and then you shove it into the person's mouth, you're going to either A, end up killing the person because then they're choking on their vomit and it's filling up in their esophagus, and that's a no-no, that's a choking thing, or 2, they're just going to shoot it out of their mouth. But you know what? That's what the wheel said. The wheel said someone had to eat a potato. And who else is there to eat a potato other than the person who's projectiling the throw up? Okay, so this is where I kind of started going crazy, I would say. I was going crazy through all of this, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. So, I'm gonna not follow kind of line through line now because I just thought of the best thing to say. William, he will come back. I always come back. Ooh, monologue time. John. Woohoo. Monologuing. Woo, okay. Y'all, we did some good stuff here. We did some really, really good stuff here. It was a little bit less crazy than this one, but you know what? That one was a little bit too crazy. You guys might be questioning my mental sanity after this. Men, that was something, that was interesting, that was chaotic. Like, chaotic! With some very questionable storytelling points. Now, of course, we have to compare the first script to the second script, or else is this really truly the finished product of our episode? No, it is not. So, I do have to say, the first script was chaotic. It also didn't feel like it had much depth. It felt very, very shallow. It was a kiddie pool. Didn't really have a theme. Didn't explore other characters. Didn't explore the characters' personalities and emotions and arcs and growth. Unlike the second one, which was very, very, very okay-ish. I would say though, it explores the depth more of the characters, and I feel like the preparation of us doing all those questions, what is the character's goal, what is their dilemma, what is the arc that they're going to go through, really helped us making a better script in the end. Also, with going more in depth with the characters and exploring them, I've noticed the script is actually longer than the first one, and it was much, much easier. The first one, I was kind of like being like, okay, afterwards, this has to be at least longer than 1 page. But with the second one, it came so naturally. 10 out of 10. It was totally the preparation work. So here is the big question about the episode. Did I have fun making the script? I have to say I did. I enjoyed exploring the characters and all that jazz. I loved seeing what they would write down, and once I got in that mindset, I was able to write down some awesome stuff, especially for a beginner writer. Like the monologue, I thought that was pretty good, especially coming from me, who's not good at making scripts that much. I will say though, I did kind of dislike the planning part, even though that's the most crucial step. I'm always just the person who wants to leap forward adventure, woo! And the preparation is the only way to make it good, but since I'm that type of person, I disliked the preparation. So yeah, now will I ever make a script again, or will I do this in my free time? To tell you the truth, probably not. Just because I have so much like stuff on my hands, so much stuff, and not much free time. Anyways, have an amazing day and go outside to try something new. Goodbye.